In this video, I'll discuss the remaining numeric operators. Computer programs perform a lot of mathematical calculations, from the very simple to the very complex. Arithmetic operators let you specify how the numerical values within variables should be evaluated or combined. The standard mathematical operators, often called binary operators, used by Java programming language, are plus, minus, multiply, and divide. But there are many others. The percentage sign is known as the modulus operator, which provides the remainder or modulo between two numbers. For example, if you divide 31 by 6, 30 by 6 divides nicely and evenly to result in 5, but 31 doesn't, and we have a remainder, the modulo, which would be 1. Here are several very useful shortcuts. You can combine any operator with the equal sign to abbreviate your code. For example, A equals A plus B can be expressed as A plus equals B. And you can see other examples here using that same shorthand notation. When we use increment and decrement operators, we can place them after the variable that you wish to affect. But these operators can also come before, that is, pre-increment and pre-decrement, or they can come after, that is, post-increment and post-decrement. When you put the plus plus or minus minus operator before a variable, the value is changed immediately. When you put the operator after the variable, it's not changed until after that expression is evaluated. So in the first code example, ID is initialized to 6. In the next line, you see new ID equals plus plus ID. Because the operator precedes ID, this increment is immediately evaluated, and therefore the value assigned to new ID is 7. In the second code example, the plus plus operator follows ID, so ID was incremented after the assignment occurred. Therefore, new ID equals 6. These same behaviors apply to a decrement or minus minus operator in regard to its placement before or after the variable. Here's a good example of how the increment and decrement operators work. The integer count starts at 15 in line 1. In line 3, the increment operator is placed after count. So A is made equal to count, 15, before count is incremented by 1. Finally, in both lines 3 and 5, the increment operator is applied to count, so count becomes 16 on line 3 and 17 on line 5, making the final value of count 17. And you can see those results reflected in the output.